Welcome back to another episode of Dragon Speed Shop and the Viewer's Choice build. Well, viewers. So, let's give you, if I could speak today, a little update on what's been going on. We'll start with the cab. Last time we did a chop on it. Since then, I've added a 32 Ford firewall and then added a piece here to fill in this gap. I've still got to add a little piece here. You can kind of see the cab rounds, and I want it square, so that's a easy little fix. I told you in the last update I would give you an update on the front suspension. So as you can see, there it is. These top mounts here, of course, are for the top suspension control arms, and then the lowers. This was a royal pain. I didn't really want to show it on camera because it took forever to do, but what I ended up doing is I took an I-beam that I had laying around that I liked this width, and all you really have to do is just run your knife down the edge here a couple times, and then you can see it pops right off. Snap it off, and then I ended up taking and putting a notch in here the same height on every single one. This is what took forever, is to get this dimension marked out on what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 pieces. I'll show you if I can find my piece I had, but it fit just beautifully. Let's see if we can get this in the camera on the right angle that I needed to get these. Ended up just putting them here, putting a pin through here, just a sewing pin, and putting a mark on this piece here that I'm holding, and then drilling the hole and gluing it in place, taking the suspension arm, putting it in there, and matching the other side. Still got a little tweaking to do on these. They're a little kind of wide in places, but that's an easy fix. But today we are going to build the floor and the frame for this floor. First thing I ended up doing, just a scrap piece of flat styrene, taking the cab, we'll line it up nice on the back side of this, trace around your cab best you can. Anything over here, and then that will give you a mark to cut around. So this would be here, and then it would have, that's what I ended up doing is first is just getting this roughed in, sanding the corners, getting this cut out, and ended up with a floor pan that fits really nicely in here. So gaps are really nice and tight. Takes a little bit of time. Don't get frustrated, you know, take your time. You can see I've got a little gap here, so I'll fill that in with a piece of another piece here. But when it comes to this, to kind of show you, around these edges he has a bar that runs all the way around the outside, and then one bar here and one bar here. So that's what we're gonna make. So what I ended up doing is I took another piece of plexi and made a template to the exact size. We're going to heat and bend a piece of square stock around this corner and end up here. So from here all the way around is going to be one piece. We'll have a piece here, one in the middle, and one up a little bit further. So that's what we're gonna make. So have some little square stock. We're just gonna make sure we have enough. We're not going to short ourselves when we make this bend. So if you've never really played with heating up styrene, you can do this with round tubing or anything else. Jigs make it really easy if you've got to replicate something over an axle. A jig would make your life a lot easier. So I just use a lighter, kind of heat this up. And we're going to hold this for a little bit until it cures, kind of. Well, I guess I take that back. This isn't going to be, and I already screwed that up. This isn't going to be one piece, because when you bend it on the outside of this, it's going to be wider than what my panel is, because this is the exact dimensions of my panel. So I'm going to have to cut here, and I'll show you that. The jigs are going to make it so nice flat parts of the square tubing are laying down flat like they should. Wait until this kind of cools off a little bit. To speed up the process, just drop a little water right there. That will cool it down. Move on to this other side. Bend and mold this. So it's pretty easy. Show you on this side. So now that we have this, it's actually too wide every dimension to fit our template. As you can see, it sits on the outside. So what we're going to end up doing is just cutting it right here. We're going to glue it right to this board here. So it's going to have a little spring into it, don't worry. And just kind of hold this in place. What we really want are these nice rounded bends. You can see this is still pretty pliable. So let's get gluing it to the board here. All we're going to do is just cut a nice line straight around. Get our old trusty glue out. Just going to glue this corner here. Clamp to hold this here. Then we can run a little bit down here at this end. Alright, so what we're going to do kind of get this up here in place. So now we can see how much of an overlap we have. It's just past the edge of that clamp. So we know where we need to trim this. Hopefully I'm right, not wrong. Okay, so what we're gonna do, same thing. Glue it right here. Add one more clamp. And glue this down here. Same thing, grab one more clamp. Open this little gap up here. Get that. Nice glued together. I'm going to shift this just a little bit if I still can. Clamp those two together. Trying to find my lid, sorry. So we'll take our cutters here. Just line them up right here against this. Then we can take that piece that went flying somewhere. All we're gonna do trim that off there. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, I am a little short here, but that's going to be okay because once I kind of body fill this a little bit, you'll never see it. So we can glue this one in. Where'd it go? Brain's kind of fried today. Yes, I was. Line it up. This edge. Cutters. Snippy snip. It's this one because I grabbed the wrong pliers. Alright, so there is our frame. We'll glue a couple of pieces. Grab some more. Thought I grabbed enough. So we're gonna end up putting, probably one about there, and one there. So take this. Voila. Grab our little gauge. side against there. So I'm gonna just take this gap, run it all the way across. Glue this one in place. Alright, so we'll grab that same stock. What we're gonna do, since we have this measurement, gap the same on the back edge. So this one I'm gonna glue in place. Blade, match the angle. Gap going. I did that off camera. I'm sorry, guys. Bad habit. Still getting used to this. Alrighty. Well, there we go. Got a little tweaking to do, pop some glue, but so there is our floor pan. Take a look, slide it in here. Set it on the truck. Oops. Get in here. Push it down. And there we go. Doesn't look too shabby. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, I've got a little tweaking. I'll probably tweak this bar just a little bit, heat it up, and kind of move it around a little, but that's alright. So that means our seats sit right. They're going to sit perfectly in there. They're not too high in that window. So I think we're sitting pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you learned a little bit more on helping your skills out. Maybe you didn't. But until next time, Dragon Speed Shop. I'm out of here, guys.